Hello and welcome to Matchday Live. Now we are at the Talksport studio today. We are here at the University of Bolton Stadium as we face Bolton Wanderers in our first competitive fixture against them. Now it is a Sky Bet League 2 fixture. It's a big one. We are going to be live on Sky Sports at 7:45. But if you want to listen to some club commentary, make sure you go to live.salfordcityfc.co.uk and you'll listen to this man be our club commentator and talk you through it. Now we have some team news just in, so I thought I'd have special guest Will Moorcroft talk us through it.
Two changes to Salford tonight, so coming in is Tom Clark at the back and he's joined by Oscar Threlkeld, of course former player here at the University of Bolton Stadium. That's in place of Ash Easton who drops to the bench and James Wilson not involved tonight. Not entirely sure why, but we will check that and try and find out. I think the bigger news is probably for Bolton. Ian Evatt threw a bit of a red herring or tried to say that so-and-so's injured, Owen Doyle's not involved, Anthony Sarcevic. Funnily enough, Doyle and Sarcevic both started for Bolton, so big news that Wanderers fans will be happy about, but if anybody knows about Owen Doyle, it's Richie Wellens, so we'll see what impact that has, but it's two strong teams, two teams who like to play football, so it should be a great game tonight.
You know, I completely agree with that now. The team lineup is on your screens right now. If you can't see it already, I'll talk you through it. So we have Václav Hladky, Ibi Torre, Jason Lowe, Tom Clark, Ash Hunter, Sean Bernard, George Boyd, Jordan Turnbull, Oscar Threlkeld, Brandon Thompson-Sante and Ian Henderson. So it is a strong lineup. Get in the live chat right now on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. Let us know what you think of that lineup because the switch-ups are definitely going to change some things. I think I'm excited to see what it'll be for us.
Yeah, I mean, undeniably, Tom and Oscar came on last weekend against Hartlepool, really changed the game, they brought something else. We talked before about Deshaun at right back, he's such a powerful player. Really expect him to come out to a shell again on what's a great looking surface down there. 4-2-3-1, we're expecting it to be. It'll be Oscar and Jason holding the midfield, and then George Boyd's playing in just behind Hendo, who's captain tonight, by the way. And out wide will be Brandon and Ash Hunter, so very lively. There's a very solid base there with Tom Clark and Jordan Turnbull as centre backs as well, so hopefully in for a very good game.
Hopefully will be. Now it is our first competitive fixture here, so this is looking pretty amazing behind me right now, so thank you to Bolton Wanderers for letting us do our show here. Now, do you think it's going to play a big factor that we're on this big pitch?
I think I overheard Ibu before saying it's actually not much wider than the peninsula, strangely enough. I think the biggest thing is the surroundings, it's 26,000 seats here. It's a huge ground, so playing against that will be something, but when you look at Hendo, when you look at some of the more experienced boys, George Boyd, you know, they played in big grounds before, Václav up in Scotland, he's played at Ibrox, he's played at Celtic Park, so you know, this is where some of that experience counts, you know, don't let the occasion overwhelm you. Obviously it's going to be very different without fans again, compared to if there were fans, because there would be a good 15,000 at least, I reckon, tonight if fans were in. But certainly, you know, it's a very impressive setup. That doesn't matter. When the whistle goes, it's 90 minutes on the pitch, and no matter the histories or anything, with two League Two teams, that is the reality of this, so we've got to play the game as it is.
I don't think I could have put it better myself. It is just 9 minutes at the end of the day. Hopefully Salford City will get a result. I've been getting some of your score predictions in, so we'll be talking through them at the end of this show. But if you haven't sent it in already, get in the live chat now and let us know as well. Now, we hope we have some good momentum today because Rochdale was quite a good night, fair to say.
Yeah, I mean, I think I said it on Tuesday before the game. The amount of changes, it's a difficult one to compare last weekend, Tuesday night, again to today. You'll be comparing tonight's game to last Saturday against Hartlepool. But yeah, the momentum is there. The lads have had a really good week of training. So I think as Ian Evatt actually said, the proof will be in the pudding for Richie tonight, and knowing Richie's mentality and what he's like, if we don't get anything tonight, we might well have not won against Rochdale and against Hartlepool. So tonight's the start for him, tonight's the start for the squad. This is where we've got to go out and now start to show where we want to be. And win against Bolton, no matter where they are, how they're doing, it will be a big statement.
Completely agree with that. Now, it could be a hat-trick of wins, as some of the fans have been saying today, with the FA Cup, the EFL Trophy, the Papa John's Trophy, and of course the Sky Bet League 2 action tonight. But if you missed the Papa John's Trophy action, here is what you missed as we faced Rochdale. So those were the Rochdale highlights in the Papa John's Trophy. Now, if you hadn't seen it on social media, I have to mention this. There was a pretty cheesy intro, to say the least, on commentary.
I'm still waiting for my 3 pizzas.
Still waiting. So, Papa John's, if you are watching this, put all the effort into the intro. I mean, some pizza's got to come out somewhere. Oh, now we have to talk about Rochdale just in general. So, I think it was really good for the youngsters. I mean, as well as that, we have Sean Bernard tonight. Do you think that'll give him some good confidence in the opportunity that players had in Rochdale? Do you think he's going to seize the opportunity tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Deshaun's got much higher ambitions than playing in the Papa John's. He can't play in it anyway because he's already played against us for United.
Yeah.
That game we don't talk about, but generally speaking, I think I've got to agree with what the match report said. Not many people expected us to qualify. After that, being honest, what was a hammering by Manchester United. So, you know, the way the lads have shown, the way they can come back, and you have to bear in mind the change we made in both games. It shows we have got real squad depth, and as we were talking about on Tuesday night, this B team, this development squad, or what have we, there are some very, very talented players in there that we can look forward to seeing more of. The fullbacks particularly, Tyler Golden, Kevin Burko. We've seen a bit of Tyler, but to see Kev was exciting. You know, he is very much a player who's going to learn and develop, playing as understudy to Ibu as a left back, so one to keep an eye on. Luke Burgess is on the bench tonight. He really caught Richie's eye on Saturday. Believe you me, we could hear Richie all game shouting at him. But with Smudge and Alex Denny behind him, there are some really, really good players. I think the one who's really going to take the momentum over the two is going to be Bruno and Manny, both on the bench tonight, but we've seen they come on and make that impact. They be those finishers, so they're the ones who are going to have to take how they played on Tuesday and bring it forward. But yeah, generally it was just great to get through again. I think it should be the back end next week to find out who we're going to have in the next round. That's due to start in December, usually it's second week in December, but we'll confirm all of that as and when we know.
That sounds good. Now, obviously, Warren Joyce takes charge of the development assistant role with the first team, that his training's really going to help tonight as well with his experience?
Yeah, I mean, he's done such a good job at Manchester United with the youth team over the years. He's going to bring that link between the development squad and the first team squad, which is what the club wants to do. We want to have young players coming through. They want to help develop them at whatever age that's coming from. That's the ultimate ambition. What I think Warren has done, like Richie alluded to, and Chris Casper, is they know the squad from the last few weeks. So as Richie's coming and getting to know them, they've been the ones who helped maintain that transition. And tonight I think we can expect similar. They'll probably make a few more of the decisions again, but as Richie gets to know the squad, he'll start making his impacts. A few of the lads have said that already. They're starting to understand what Richie wants. I think Ian Henderson was telling Sky Sports before that he wants a total football style. He wants his teams to play well, look God in the eye, make it exciting for us watching. That's the important thing as well. So we can expect a lot more of that to come in the recent weeks. But Warren really has done a big and very good job in transitioning from Graham through to Richie.
It sounds good now. I'm hoping we get entertained tonight. I think that's what we can all hope for at home. So as I said, get your score predictions into the live chat now. If you don't know, if you want to watch the game, watch it live on Sky Sports, because we are on the telly tonight against Bolton Wanderers. Kickoff is at 7:45 and club commentary is available if you go to live.salfordcityfc.co.uk, so make sure you check it out. But before all that, we spoke to Richie Wellens earlier this week to get his preview on this big occasion.
Rich, obviously it's time for the bread and butter now. Bolton Wanderers, it's what you've been looking forward to and getting going. Are you excited?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Can't wait. Brilliant place to start. The best stadium in the division. So it's a great one to start. Friday night under the lights, in front of the Sky cameras. I'm looking forward to see how my players react and how they go out and perform.
Has it been useful to have these couple of cup games just to get to know the lads a bit better? I know that you've mentioned about Warren and Chris being influential in the last couple, but now you've had a good week with the lads. Do you feel it's time for you to start expressing yourself on the team?
I think the first game against Hartlepool was difficult because we watched them. They hadn't played a five at the back all season, and the things that we worked on was really difficult to execute because they're a line of five, then a line of four, then one strike up front, and the distances. To be fair to Hartlepool, defended really well. The distances between the back five and the midfield four, we didn't really earn that right to play in them gaps. So it was a difficult one to start off with for the players, but they ground it out. They got there in the end. And then the other night against a team that want to play football and want to press us against Rochdale, I thought we were brilliant. So in the last week, I've seen 21, 22 different players, and now it's about Rochdale away in a cup game where there's not really much pressure on you. It's totally different to Bolton in the league. So start seeing the players play under pressure now and see how they react, and I'm looking forward to it.
That is what Richie Wellens said in his preview. Sorry for this fluffy mic here. This seems to have got some really good tunes on here at the University of Bolton Stadium, so we thought we'd make sure that you can actually hear us for a change. So in the supporters group, you guys have been sorting out your score predictions. We're having a look at them now. So we have got Rachel Rouse, who says, well, my thoughts are we're going to smash them at least 4-0, and I'm not dreaming this time. 4-0?
Very ambitious. Yeah, it would be great if that happens. As interestingly enough with Bolton, everyone will have probably heard some of Ian Everett's comments about Billy Crellin, the young keeper. He has actually dropped him tonight. He's put Matt Jilks, the goalkeeping coach, number 2 in between the sticks. So that's a big call because he stood by him so far, but he obviously feels that tonight he needs to do something else. So I don't think Bolton will be as open at the back as they have been, but you never know what could happen. We've had good results against other big teams like Oldham last year. We went there first time we played them, won 4-1 in the end, so it's not impossible.
It isn't impossible. possible, Rachel. So thank you for that score prediction. But I really want to focus on what you said. I think it's a statement what Ian Evatt has done by dropping Billy Crellin, and with obviously the little managerial tricks of the trade, saying that Doyle potentially injured Sarcevic. Do you think Ian Evatt really wants this? I personally don't think Richie Wellens will be shocked by that move. I think he would have anticipated they would have been in the squad no matter what.
Yeah, I think he'll have expected it. I don't think he'd have listened to a word that Ian Evatt said about, so-and-so is injured. If I'm honest, I feel it's a bit desperate from Bolton that a couple of players on the edge of injury are fully fit, unless they knew from the off it was completely going to be okay like that. And it's been a bit of a longer term game plan, but going off some comments and some minutes, I do think that he's had to come out and play this because he is threatened by Salford. It's a good position for Salford to be in because it shows that Bolton are obviously worried about the threat we pose, but at the same time as well, this Bolton side could come out and be hungry. This is where they could click with the main men playing. We know how good Anthony Sarcevic can be. We know how good Owen Doyle can be. So Salford will have to be as wary as Bolton, but I do think Bolton are pushing it, and it is a bit of a risk that could backfire.
I definitely agree with that. As well as that Bolton Wanderers, they have got a home advantage tonight. Do you think having a home advantage is an advantage to them?
Not in COVID times. I think the stats speak for themselves. A lot of home clubs, they've lost this home advantage. It doesn't exist at the moment, so they aren't going to find that, really. It's going to be a lot of professionals have called it like behind closed doors games. That's how they feel it is. So you are seeing more quality. You are seeing more focus, I think, from players. What you're losing is that motivation that the fans give you, which sometimes the extra 5%, it can work both ways, but home advantage is certainly something that at the moment it's a bit of a myth, so that won't matter.
I think it would have been a complete game changer if Bolton had their following in here today, don't you think?
And Salford.
Yeah, and Salford. You know what? I think the West Ham Army would have gave a run for our money here in this stadium, 1,000%.
Yeah, definitely. This is a place, with respect, where Bolton have been struggling over recent seasons. The atmosphere is not great. For Salford to be coming in here, everyone would have been confident. Bolton would have given it some back, but if we'd have particularly taken an early advantage, for example, that would have really been a key factor in this game. Salford probably could have gone 1-0 up and hoped that a lot of that atmosphere is going to come through and bring it through. We saw it at Bradford last year when we drew 1-1. The atmosphere, as soon as Bradford was struggling, was toxic for the home side. It would have been like that here, but tonight, if we do go 1-0 up, as Richie said, we've got to go 2-0 up. We've got to look for a third. That's how we've got to play these games, but no doubt we can. We are still missing the fans, of course. It's so strange not having you in here, but it's unfortunate where we are, and thank you for your continued support at home as well. It really does mean a lot to everyone at the club.
It definitely does. Now, obviously, it's going to be a bit strange not having you guys here today, but hopefully we're giving you a little bit of a piece of the action, dare I say, and obviously the full game will be on Sky Sports as well, so make sure you check it out. But before all that, if you missed out on the lads, what they're up to after their Rochdale win, here is an inside look on training this week. was an inside look on training for you guys at home, but it is nearly time for us to go off air because Sky Sports will be giving you their live coverage from past. So before that, we've got to go through your score predictions. You guys in the Salford City FC supporters group have been getting involved especially. So we have got some more score predictions for you. We've got King Alex aces. Plenty of goals he's going for. 4-2 Salford win. That's a healthy goal.
Entertaining.
Entertaining to say the least, yeah, I completely agree. As well as that, we have got Tony Tomo, whose birthday it is today, so happy birthday to you. She says, I'm hoping for a 3-0 win.
Yeah, again, should be entertaining if that comes through. Clean sheet would be great. Obviously, Vassi's got 5 in 10 league games. It's not quite the best percentage, but in terms of actual numbers, 50% clean sheet ratio, that's promotion. That without a doubt, that's a promotion stat.
Definitely, hopefully. That is what we'll get tonight. We've got some more as well. Andrew Thurston, thank you for your comment. He says, my thoughts are, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I'm absolutely gutted we can't be in the ground to get behind the lads in a massive derby game. But I am looking forward to seeing us play some good stuff with plenty of goals. Warren Joyce looks to be working his magic with a development squad, and I'm going for a 3-0 Salford win. So 3-0 seems to be the majority at the minute as well. We've also got Dave Farrar said Amis are going to win 3-0. Stuffed trotters for supper. Please, please, please. A Brandon Tom Sante goal.
He's a man for the big games, Brandon. Again, we saw him at Oldham last year. He really came out into his own. I was going to say as well, this is Ian Henderson's stage tonight. I think we're waiting to see the best of George Boyd, but this is really a game for Ian Henderson to step up and really enforce what he is about.
With Ian Henderson taking on that captain's role tonight as well, do you think that'll be a big kind of boost for him?
He's a natural leader anyway, whether he's wearing the armband or not. Even at school sports, your captain doesn't have to be the person wearing the armband. They're the person you go to, you speak to. The lads speak to Hendo a lot. He's such a big character in that dressing room, so it won't matter anymore to him. He will play his role as he does, and we'll hopefully see him lead us to 3 points, which would be nice. Yeah,
definitely. I know he wants to score some more goals because him and Firouz Abdullahi, the women's team captain, decided between themselves to try and fight off each other, say who's going to get the most goals this season. So Ian Henderson's got some catch up to do if it's any part in Salford City Lionesses Firouz Abdullahi.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Firouz is somehow winning, so check out the women's team as well, because that's a nice little fun game between themselves. So I know that Hendo will be really happy if he scores tonight.
Yeah, I think it depends how the season goes. To be fair, unfortunately, it's restricted by that, but
yeah, definitely does. Looking good so far though. Hopefully Hendo will get a goal tonight. We've got some more stuff as well. We have got Alex said that Salford's going to win 4-0, so that's a big one too. Then Russ from K-Class says, I'm hoping it's going to be a hat-trick of Richie Welland wins tonight, the FA Cup, the EFL Cup, and now his first league win as Salford manager. He's going for 3-0 win as well. We've also got Alistair Hayes, so it's going to be a 2-1 win to the Armies. It's going to be one of those games where you want to be there, but I can't wait to see the Armies win. And I completely agree. We wish you were here. Hopefully we're giving you a little bit of the action as well. We're going to be live at half-time as well, getting some Salford City fans involved as well. So obviously via Zoom, but still get part of this Matchday live action as well. So make sure you check it out at half-time. But before all that, we're going to have to let you go very, very soon because we are going to be live on Sky Sports. We have got a certain co-owner, it looks like, Gary Neville, that's going to be on air. He's by the looks of it.
If you like.
Yeah, join him if you like. But at the minute, he looks to be wearing a very questionable black coat that he seems to live in most of the time when he's on TV. So, same old Gary, different day. So make sure you check him out on Sky Sports. We are going to have the full game on there as well. Club commentary will be on live.salfordcityfc.co.uk, so make sure you check that out as well for £2.50. But before that, I want to know, do I dare ask what your score prediction is going to be or who's going to score? You're still not going to tempt fate?
No. It went too close the other night, so nothing on me tonight.
Definitely did. Now, before that, we have got some more score predictions for you as well. We have got Craig Minter that says it's going to either be tense and we win 1-0, or we'll take them apart and win by 3 or 4 goals. I can't make up my mind which, but I'm very confident that we'll win. And I completely agree with that. It's going to be a very, very good game. We always feel like butterflies in our bellies when these kind of games happen. happen, so it's exciting, our first competitive fixture. But you're excited for the game?
Yeah, it should be a great one. You know, this is a fantastic stadium, fantastic setting, and you know, this is why we want to be involved in football matches like this, and yeah, really looking forward to it.
Yeah. I think we are. It's a big moment for the club as well, having their first competitive fixture against Bolton Wanderers tonight here at the University of Bolton Stadium. So it's going to be a good one. Watch the full game live on Sky Sports. Full coverage of that starts from 7:30 with Gary Neville doing his little pre-match bits. Game kicks off at 7:45, so make sure you check it out. And club commentary, as I said, is available on live.salfordcityfc.co.uk for £2.50. So make sure you check it out. But I'll have to love you and leave you because it's time for you guys to switch to Sky Sports. But you can come back on social media on Facebook, YouTube and Twitter and check us out at half-time for Matchday Live once more, where you'll talk you through the games. Hopefully there's some plenty of goals that we can talk about too. But other than that, we will see you soon. So thank you very much for watching.